Here in Montevideo, game day 11 is off and underway for these two teams. Opening possession for the USA, man-to-man defense for Uruguay. Spread offense for the US. Everybody out on the perimeter. That's where they're going to be so difficult to match up with. As the ball moves side to side, Huff on the roll and the easy finish. That's a good start for him. As he gets the score, Galloway with the assist. And now Uruguay facing off against the man-to-man defense of the Americans. Huff, using that size, comes across and gets the rejection. Here comes USA, pushing it in transition. It is Gaddy. Gaddy now pulls it out. Now space the floor and wait for Huff. Huff trying to change the angle on the screen. Easy kick out, ball moving nicely for the US. The opening three doesn't go. Pemberton couldn't get that one to drop. Here is Batista. Getting it into the hands of Fittipaldo. He's going to be the guy. He's got to create some stuff on the perimeter. Closely guarded by Pemberton. Too closely, according to the referee, though. So first foul against Elijah Pemberton. Sideline possession for Uruguay. Fittipaldo hands it off. A three, too strong for Paradis. And Galloway eventually comes away with the rebound. Huff looking around. Tries to run the handoff, but the defense too strong before a foul is eventually called against Rojas. Sideline possession for the USA. Coach Boylan calling it from the side. Comes into Gaddy. Gaddy tries to flip it up. Half manages to come away with it, but it's taken away. Good hands from Paradis. Chance to run for Uruguay. Well, and the US, they got trapped. It was a poor pass from Gaddy. Huff somehow came away with that. Looked like he was going to get an easy two, but great defense from Uruguay. There it is, Fittipaldo buries the three, whistle as well. What's going to be the call? Three is going to be good for Fittipaldo. I love the way he runs this cut, looking for the shot. Watch the speed of Fittipaldo coming off the screen, sprints to that far side, knows what he's looking for, gets it to go. There is a whistle and it's going to be called against the US. It's against Huff. So it means what an opportunity this is for Uruguay. Another fresh possession for them. A drive and a lovely reverse from Paradis. Nice body control from him. A bit of English off the glass. Uruguay, 5 points in that possession and they have the lead. Strong defense now. Crowd starting to get into it. Kick out, three for Galloway. Doesn't go. Body's flying. As Fittipaldo comes the other way. Batista striding down the middle. Wants it on the post and gets it now. This is a matchup I'm interested to see. Batista trying to find that room. Stays with it. He hit the ring, so it's a fresh 14 on the clock. Huff just trying to use his position, his size. And he can't stop that one. It worked from Batista. Uses those big shoulders. Able to finish with both hands. Gaddy to Galloway. Quick pass to the corner, Pemberton. Along the baseline. Look pretty, but comes away with nothing. Paradis. Again, he's got to the rim. Finds Batista. And an offensive foul is called out. So, offensive foul against Batista. Oh, there it is. Yeah, good call. Batista pushing off the Abdul Gaddy. I didn't see that at all. So watching the ball with Jay Huff and referee on top of it nicely there. Good work from him. So Batista goes out. Washman comes in. There's the number 33. Washman immediately into action and some defensive coverage. Also for the US, we see Reggie Perry coming in. That's the man with the ball as a foul is called against Iglesias. So Perry, I mentioned, is a man that's won a world championship for the USA. It's actually at the under-19 level. I believe he was the MVP as well of that under-19 world championships. Yep, back in 2019 in Greece. As a foul is called against Iglesias. Deontay Brown, Burton showing the athleticism, gets himself to the line. Second foul against Iglesias. Burton's first free throw is good. Lefty, too strong on the second. And Washman with the rebound for Uruguay. Paradis trying to find some room. Here comes Fittipaldo. Good defense from the US. Shot clock down to 5. Fittipaldo finds some room. 3 doesn't go. Perry first man to the rebound. Getting all this space for the US. Perry rolls against the switch, has it deep. Tries to step through, but yeah, defense was holding firm. Perry swung the elbow through the defender, so an offensive foul is called. It's just excellent defense. Watch, there you go. It's Iglesias going nowhere. Took the shot to the face for his pain. Perry didn't understand the call. But a good start defensively for Uruguay. Hold the US to just 3 points here in the opening 6 minutes. As now the step and finish. Once again, it is Paradis. And the start he has had 4 points. Now, Gaddy off the screen. US moving the ball swiftly. Gaddy can't get it going. Looking at a struggle for the US right now. Points not easy to come by. And Fittipaldo, oh, he's going to give it away. Turnovers, open floor, could be a way for the US to get going. Galloway. Move it on to Burton. Burton's pass out, turned over. Numbers for Uruguay. Iglesias wants it on the near side, but they'll slow it down. Try and control the tempo as a foul is called. Very frustrated. So some changes coming in for the US. Out goes Galloway. So it's Travion Graham, Craig Sword, and Will Davis coming in. And Xavier Moon as well. So 4 substitutions. Perry, Galloway, Burton, and Gaddy go out. See if this gets some life into the USA offense for Uruguay. Iglesias has gone out. Zedes has replaced him. And he is setting that screen. Zedes. And now it's once again penetration from Luciano Paradis, causing all sorts of problems for this American defense. Paradis, 4 points, 2 rebounds, an assist. And again, just a little hesitation. Good help from him. Paradis makes the free throw. stat line already. 2 for him, and now a bit of full court pressure. A little bit of zone from the Uruguayans. 1-2-2 back now into man-to-man. Just try and slow the tempo here. A lot of switching for them. Can they contain the penetration from the US? Shot clock already down to 6. Nothing happened. So they have to go one-on-one. Can they get a good shot away? They don't. What a defensive possession from Uruguay. And the US looking around, just didn't attack in time. Coach Boylan, not a happy man on the sideline. Frustrated, of course. You know, it's always hard bringing these teams together. A lot of guys that haven't played together before. Not a lot of prep time for them. This Uruguayan team has the benefit of players having played together across multiple windows, across multiple years as well. As Khalil Washman is fouled. Go to the line. Harari heads to the bench, and Ubal, the teenager, comes in for Uruguay. Can he keep up the strong play they've had? Washman makes it a 9-point game. What a start this is for Uruguay. America just 3 points in the opening 6 minutes. It is a double-digit lead. Still a long time to go. USA won't worry too much yet, but they're going to take an early timeout here. Try and draw something up, perhaps try and make sure they get a good clean look at the rim right now, because points are hard to come by. And they're already in the bonus, committed 5 personal fouls. Means that Uruguay can just keep chipping away, getting points from the line. Let's listen in, see if we can hear what the USA timeout has to say. You can see the stats. Uruguay just taking more shots right now than the Americans. So even with the better shooting percentages, the fact that they've got an advantage on the offensive glass and already 4 turnovers for the Americans means that Uruguay shooting better and taking more shots as well. What will change out of this timeout for USA? Moon has the ball. Tries to attack off the ball screens. Well guarded. They'll swing it to the other side. Now it's Graham trying to find the room. Doesn't get the drop, and another empty possession. Uruguay with a good stop once again. Coach Boylan quite happy on the sideline. Keeps applauding his team. You know, they're getting some okay looks. Just the early stages of the game. Not quite falling for them yet. Got to keep up that positive attitude as Ubal has the ball. Gives it to Fittipaldo. Fittipaldo holding, waiting. Now goes off the screen with his left hand. Taken away by Moon. Nearly gave it back, falling out of bounds. But now Moon pushes in the open floor. And another turnover. US. That's the spacing up in transition. It's a poor turnover for Hinton. Not knowing where he is. Ubal gets all the way off the screen. Can't finish. Another offensive rebound though for Uruguay. They're winning all These effort points, and this is where we talk about the fouls. You know, it's a cheap one, because there'll be 2 shots to come here. Americans talking about how Fittipaldo using that experience, pulling the arm up to draw the foul. Team foul, so Bruno Fittipaldo only plays his club basketball in Tenerife. Will be at the line here for 2 more shots. Chance to extend the lead even more. Two of 2 for Fittipaldo. Heads to the bench. Great first quarter for him. What? No. That backcourt between him and Paradis. Excellent for the Uruguayans so far. Now they're going to come with some fake pressure. Let the Americans bring it up. Try and play him in this half court. Let's say Dusty Hannahs gives it to Moon. Moon's 3. Finally goes. Well, the US struggled for points. That's going to get them some comfort there, making the first one. Moon makes it. Still a 9-point game though. Ubal gets it back. Pressure on the young man now. Goes past his man. It's going to be another foul. So Dusty Hannahs picks up the personal. 2 more shots to come. Uruguay having a field day at the free throw line right now. You can see just hands all over the offensive man. Easy call for the official. Augustin Ubal, 19 years of age at the free throw line. First one doesn't get the roll. Currently playing in the Liga Endesa, a top league in Spain. He's playing for Bilbao. Gets the second. Another turnover from the Americans though. And here it is, Ubal stepping through. He's going to lose it off his own leg though. Tried to do too much. He had the layup, tried to go to the Euro. Didn't even need it. Could have just laid the ball up for 2. Got a bit too complicated. Chance goes missing for the Uruguayans then. Here comes Moon once again for America. The drive from Graham. Stumbles. Foul is called. Seen fouls against both teams now for this final 96 seconds. Now, not loads of contact, but Joaquim Rodriguez, I think it is called for the personal. Instead, Travion Graham will be at the line. Makes the first. Graham's second. Too strong. Washman with the rebound. Nothing working for the Americans right now. Ubal gets it back again. Now spaces the floor. Comes off the screen. A lot of attention's on him. Defense switches. They want the high-low with Washman. He's got some room. Loses it. Gets it back. Nice feed. And the finish is good. Great work from Rodriguez. And it was all about the pass from Washman. Gets him open. It's an 11-point game again. 1 minute left in this first period. Here comes Hannahs, kicking it. Moon waits for the screen. Moon uses the speed, gets some room. Nice kick out from him, but another missed three. It was a good look for the Americans. Kind of summed up this first quarter for them. Even when they've been able to generate these good shots, haven't knocked them down yet. No doubt that may change as this game goes on. Uruguay holding on, waiting. Final 10 seconds of the quarter. Rodriguez has some room. Sells a couple of fakes, but travels. Sorry, last 10 seconds of their shot clock. Now 25 seconds left for the Americans. See if they can generate a good shot here. Paradis coming back in for his defense. Full shot clock for the USA then. No hurry for them. They'll hold and try and use as much of this time as possible. Looks like either a fake screen or a ball screen and back screen action from the Americans here. So here comes the screen. Here's to the corner. Hannah's rejected. Good defense from Uruguay. Can have a heave from the half as well. Ubao, too strong. But what an opening 10 minutes. Crowd applaud as their team heads to the bench, and rightly so. Well, quarter time here. Uruguay 18, the USA 7. We said combination of both things. You know, the US have had some good looks, they just haven't quite knocked them down yet. But you've got to give credit to this Uruguayan defense as well. The way they have held on defensively, played a pretty perfect first quarter really on that end of the floor. Some of these highlights from the first 10 minutes. There won't be much of the USA offense. There's the score from Jay Huff to start it off. Opening possession of the game. They were held on 3 points for a long time. Uruguay opened up a double-digit lead. Here's Batista getting the score, but it was all about the backcourt really from Uruguay. First, this man here, Paradis, really causing problems off dribble drive for the American defense. And then when he went to the bench, it was Bruno Fittipaldo that stepped up. And eventually, Xavier Moon opened their Americans' account from beyond the three-point line. Well, that time, that run for the USA that we expect to happen hasn't been there yet. And the question is, can Uruguay maintain? Remember to download the Courtside 1891 app using the QR code on your screen now for all of these streams, schedules, scores, and more. USA then will advance. They'll become the second team from the Americas after Canada have already wrapped up their qualification to make it through to the World Cup. Should they get a victory here today, or will they have to wait until Sunday? This is a Uruguayan team playing to hang on to their slim chances of taking the final position in their group, trying to pull back the teams ahead of them right now, but they've done everything in this first 10 minutes they needed to. They need to go 2 for 2 in this window, first tonight and then on Sunday, and hope results go in their favor as well. It is quarter number 2 underway. Paradis has the ball for Uruguay. Loses his man, Paradis to the reverse. Oh, what a move once again from Luciano Paradis. He is unguardable right now for this American defense. Hannes trying to find some room, hands it back to Moon. Look at the defense from Uruguay though. Ball only just goes inside the three-point line. The end of a clock. They do get the offensive rebound though. Good work on the glass from Burton as he comes back in. And he gets to his left hand where he's fouled. They're the plays the USA need, though. If they're not shooting it well, can they generate second and third shot opportunities? But look at this. Paradis loses his man on the little fake. Pretends like he's going to use the screen, rejects it to the baseline. And then the reverse as well, as Moon gives it away. Another turnover. Foul is called as Rodriguez hits the deck on the way to the ring. Ubao carried on playing. I think he was fouled as well. He didn't like it, but there's Rodriguez fouled. Yeah, there's Ubao going up, and Callaway just holds on to him. 2 more shots to come for Uruguay. Joaquim Rodriguez. This is the first. Makes the second. Is it worrying times yet for Coach Boylan? This lead stretches out a bit more once again. As Huff comes to screen. Gaddy back at the point. Number 4 doesn't know where to go. Gives it to Galloway. Galloway has been quiet. Remember, he averages 15 a game. Finds Huff, who throws it down. And that's the type of plays they need. Galloway with the breakdown, finds it. Huff just waiting for it in the paint. A much needed basket. Right now, the US, they just need to see that scoreboard ticking over. Rodriguez slices in. Well, I'm going to ask if that's a goaltend. Huff looking on. I think he's worried about the same thing. Said he was on the way up because Rodriguez does a good job rolling to the rim on the screen. And we'll be at the line for 2. Next number 1. Five points for him. Ubao playing close attention to Gaddy. Galloway now finds Hanners. This is what he can do. Dusty Hanners knocks down the 3. Oh, we said this is what the US need. It's that scoreboard moving over. Back-to-back scores for them now. Can they get the confidence of the way they're playing there to help on the defensive end? But, well, they give up a layup. Luckily for them, really. A foul's going to be committed here. Away from the ball. It's against Hanners. His second holding. Sideline possession. A backdoor cut. Fittipaldo couldn't quite hang on to it. Good look from Paradis. Uruguay able to recycle. Biggs coming back into the game now. Their starters as Batista comes back in. Gaddy gets all the way to the rim, kicks it. Clean look for 3, but Burton can't make it. Just 2 of 8 USA so far in this game. Fittipaldo to Batista. Fittipaldo again, but an offensive foul. Batista with the illegal screen. I have to check the numbers. This is second, I believe. Yeah, second foul against Batista. Let's have a look. Now, perhaps a little harsh with some of the other screens we've seen be deemed legal so far in this game. Huff trying to find some room. Burton has the step, dunks it. So we will see from the USA. The attack from Deontay Burton gets it to go. 23-14 now. Crucial moment in this one. You feel the momentum slightly shifting to the US. Can Uruguay change it? Batista will be fouled. And you see Burton just too strong on the drive. But more shots as the USA once again have used up their allocation of team fouls now. So every other foul will result in 2 shots. And if Batista's going to shoot like that at the line, I think the Americans might be quite happy to send him there. Missed that one badly, did the big man. The second gets the nice touch. Maintains the double-digit lead. Burton. After the strong drive last time, couldn't get the jumper to go. Fittipaldo moving people around. Sends Batista to the low block. Batista. Oh, lovely footwork from him. Just not backing down against the size and length of Jay Hafizi. Anyway, phased by the big man. There's another loose pass from the Americans. Nearly turned over, but picked up and put in by Langston Galloway. Teams trading baskets here. Midway through this second quarter. Batista hits the knees, but he regains it. Puts it in one hand. Tries to go bowling, but gutter ball from Batista as he goes out of bounds. Perry back in for Huff on the inside. Rough first spell for Reggie Perry. Picked up a couple of cheap fouls. As now the 3 is up for Galloway, but another miss from the USA. Lid on the basket for them when shooting the 3 right now. Oh, good defense from Burton. Going to lead to a little breakaway. Easy dunk for Perry on the sneak out. And a timeout's going to be called here from Uruguay. Comes from the defense for the US. Good work. As Burton got the block, and it led to the run out for Perry.
We haven't made me what? That's the difference in the game. You make our 3s, we're up 10. Okay? That's how it works. They haven't made any 3s. We're doing a hell of a job. Okay? Now, listen. I want Langston or Dusty to try to get to this corner. Who's open? Who's open over there? Everybody's open. You keep shooting that big for open shots. But listen, get him there. Anything coming this way, we got to be available, and boom, boom, or it's that. Everybody see what I'm talking about? Langston, how you feeling? What's up, fellas? Here we go, y'all. Oh, we got to run through that.
A timeout from Coach Boylan. You could hear him say, we make our threes, we're in this game. That's all it is. We just got to shoot it with confidence. Telling his team, be shot ready for it. Let's see if that can give him some inspiration. Uruguay out of the timeout. They go straight to Batista. Guarded by Perry. Perry has the strength to perhaps hold him out, but Batista just spins away. That's the score. Another strong game for Batista. 19 plus in his last 2. And a Uruguay jersey, already 7 in the first half here. Gaddy looking for the backdoor cut, but another turnover. Ubao will look to push. He'll use his size. Ubao straight at the rim, draws the foul and the score. Augustin Ubao just too big right there for Abdul Gaddy. First field goal for Ubao. Sorry, it's Moon. Can't handle him. Tried to rip at the ball away. That's a smart play. And Ubao there. Knew he had that size advantage. .19-year-old goes to the line then. That's the point, and he will go to the bench to some applause from the crowd and the guys who await him sitting down as well. 13-point lead now. Moon has to pull it back out. Good defense from Uruguay. Shot clock getting low. But look at that finish, the extension from Pemberton. It looked like he had the time. I was able to get to the rim. As Fittipaldo gives it up. Paradis again to the paint. Can't finish on this occasion. Is he going to get the offensive rebound? Oh, it's going to be a whistle and a foul. Oh, it's out of bounds. Good work from Paradis. Could have been a foul called there. Didn't mope though, just carried on playing. Ball's gone out. And possession then. Oh, what recognition from Fittipaldo. It's the same play. He got a 3 in the opening quarter. This time, rather than run all the way out, he curls, he reads, and he's able to get the score. Response is good from the US. Galloway showing his quality. 5 points now for Langston Galloway. Fittipaldo comes off the screen, a lot of room, and he'll respond for 3. No, you can't leave Bruno Fittipaldo with that much room. Oh, how quick was that off the screen for Moon? Use the Jets. Both teams scoring freely here. Perhaps favours the US if the game continues in that manner. As Batista wanders in. Can't finish. Paradis there to collect the offensive rebound once again. He'll try and cut off the Batista. Now he leaves him to play one-on-one. Perry holding his ground but can't stop Batista. Too strong. Galloway for 3. Doesn't go. The way Uruguay just walking the ball up the floor. Nobody in a hurry. Know exactly where they're going to go. Get into the half court. Get Batista a touch here on the low block. Or it's a high pick and roll. So it's Fittipaldo setting his man up. Comes off the screen. Draws the switch. They go high to Batista. You're not going to stop that if he gets it away in time, but they don't recognize the 24-second clock. Batista looks like he needs a sub. He's going to go out. Couldn't quite get to the ring quick enough to keep the shot clock. Oshman back in for Uruguay. Moon and Pemberton have gone out for Sword and Gaddy on the USA side. Here is Abdul Gaddy. Oh, lovely little backdoor cut and finish from Sword. First points of the game for him. As we hit 1 minute left. Fittipaldo, a lot of room, buries it. Wanted the foul as well. Well, you've got to know the scout on Bruno Fittipaldo. That much room, he is going to burn you all game long. As the drive and finish comes from Craig Sword. And a timeout will be called for Uruguay, just to get some organisation in this final minute or so, final 38 seconds. But they still have a 12-point lead, despite the US offense starting to find its rhythm in this second period. Look at the numbers. Bruno Fittipaldo, 3 of 4 from 3. And the thing is, he's a great shooter, so you can't give him the room that he's enjoyed on his last 2 attempts. He walked off a screen, stepped into the 3 with no one close, and then just some ball movement to get him another clean look again. It's got to be the USA defense to do a better job there. He now has it. So Fittipaldo comes off the screen, draws the switch. Washman trying to get it, it's taken away. Here comes the US, and the foul is called a smart foul against Uruguay, really, because Sword was in transition. Means it'll be sideline possession. First foul against Paradis, third team foul against Uruguay. We're going to have a timeout here. Called by Coach Boylan and the USA. 19 seconds for them. Shot clock's turned off. One final chance to get a score. Make it a single-digit game here if they can.
shot here. We're going this way. We're coming up. We're coming back. Dusty's pulling behind. They're going to foul. They have a foul to give. They're going to foul right away. They're going to foul. I'll do 13. Run the play. They have a foul to give.
USA recognised Uruguay have one foul to give. They're expecting the foul to come straight away. It will only happen if the USA try to be a threat here. If they pull it out and hold it, Uruguay won't foul. So US are going to go quickly. It's a 1-3-1 zone, perhaps. Switching, no foul yet. USA, now they choose to attack, and that's when the foul comes. See if they try and execute this time. Still plenty of time for the US. Uruguay can't commit that foul now. They'll send them to the line. It's Gaddy off the screen. Gaddy kicks it. Stutter step, and the pull-up jump shot doesn't go. Uruguay hold firm. So what a first 20 minutes for the hosts. And at the half, Uruguay leading. As we are underway, America have the opening possession of the second half. They're out there with Burton, Gaddy, Callaway, Huff, and Pemberton. A problem with the clock, though. For Uruguay, they have Batista, Fittipaldo, Iglesias, Paradis, and Martin Rojas on the floor. Same five that started the game for the Uruguayans. Our reset. So now America trying to start their offense. It's taken them a while to get into it, though. So eventually they just attack. And how smooth was that from Deontay Burton? He is a handful when he gets downhill. 5 points for him. Pressure on the ball. As Iglesias gives it up. Paradis. He was able to burn that pressure in the first half. Better job on the glass from the Americans. And the pressure defense meant Paradis and Fittipaldo could just beat their man and get to the rim. But Galloway makes it 4 in a row for the US to start this third quarter. Worrying signs for Uruguay. They'll go to Batista. Give him a load of space to play one-on-one. He has to step along the baseline against Huff, but can't finish the dunk. Batista looking towards the referee. Play continues. The US will step into a three, and Burton knocks it down. Might be an early timeout coming here. That is a 7-0 run for the US. There could be more. Nearly get the turnover. Substitutions are going to come for Uruguay. This is exactly the response USA needed coming out of the break. Batista finds Fittipaldo. Fittipaldo has the step, lays it up for 2. Well, big momentum stopper there for Uruguay. They get the score. Now they can settle. See if they can play some defense. Burton hands it off. Pemberton back into the hands of Gaddy. Gaddy goes up high. Huff slams it down. Easy play on the lob there. Oh, then don't turn it over. I've been scoring a high percentage, the Americans. 5-point game. Fittipaldo. It's Batista. Batista now. 5 on the clock. Back to Fittipaldo. He tries to force it up. Batista's not going to get it away in time. Much better defense from the Americans. So substitutions coming as Ubal into the game. A bit more perimeter handling. So he replaces Gonzalo Iglesias. Galloway for 3. Doesn't go. There is Ubal. This is what he can do. Snatching the rebound, starts the break. Paradis turns the corner. And then gets it to Batista. And finishes off. Smart play from Uruguay. As America got to get it. Oh, it's a 5-second violation. What a mistake. American guards are all down the floor. Jay Huff is one of the key guys trying to get open. What a poor breakdown. See if they go to this same play. Fittipaldo breaks to the weekend side of the floor. He scored twice off that play. That time better guarded from the US. And let Batista just go straight at Huff, who stands his ground, and a travel is called. Both teams with a high number of turnovers. So the US are going to bring in some subs. Moon coming in. And Trevion Graham as well. Huff has it. Burton able to get to his left hand again. Can't finish. Dubal with the rebound. Dubal's going to back it down here. He's got that size against Moon. We saw that in the first half. Moon again complains to the official, but it's an easy call. Dubal just too smart. Gets down the floor quickly. Just uses this post-up dribble. Gets himself to the line. 4 points, 4 rebounds for Ubal. 11 minutes of action so far in this one. That's the third foul on Xavier Moon. Didn't see that. It could be a problem. He was a kind of a spark like in that first half. Felt like a guy that just blew past his man a few times. Got open shots for others. Graham trying to find some room, gives it to Moon. Now Pemberton, excuse me, Galloway. It's into the hands of Burton again. The runner from half doesn't get the roll. Uruguay come away with the loose ball. Have they ridden the storm? Have they taken the punches of the US? As Fittipaldo takes the three, too strong. And the shots he made in that first half. Burton thought about a three, gives it up. Ubal called for the foul. First against Uruguay, just held on. To Graham. Yeah, just got him in the upper arm. So Graham fouled. It'll be a sideline possession for the Americans. There is Moon using those jets, just too quick, isn't he? Off the screen, can't finish, but is tipped home by Perry, fresh into the game. Batista gets deep, can't be stopped. As the quick response comes from Galloway. Fittipaldo pulls up, long jumper doesn't go. Here comes Moon, pushing once more. Gets it to the inside, Perry. That's sportsmanlike foul's called. Oh, Rojas doesn't like it. A lot of contact, a lot of physicality there. Both guys going at it, but referees confirm unsportsmanlike foul. I think they're going to go to the monitor just to check. Haven't been perfect myself when getting to see the replay and anticipating what the referee's going to go for, but I couldn't see this one being overturned. Having the first look at the replay there. Might have gone for the ball, but just a little bit too much contact. The referees will try and calm it down. And go with their original call.
Falta antideportiva y segunda personal, número 42, Martín Rojas. Segunda colectiva en Uruguay.
So Perry's free throw, good. Two for two, 6 points for him after being limited with those foul troubles in the first half. A 4-point game. 4 minutes left in this third quarter. Hannes cuts through. Moon penetrates. Again, just the penetration of Moon. Too much for Uruguay to handle right now. He's so quick off the dribble. This time it'll be Graham at the line. First is good. Shot the ball well from the free throw line, the Americans. Five of 7 they are. 6 for 8. 2-point game, close as it's been in a while. One stage that lead as large as 14. As Uruguay try to open it with a 3, they can't. Fight for the rebound. Doesn't go. In fact, as close as it's been since 3-2 in favour of Uruguay. And it could be even closer here as we've got a tied game. Well, this game has never been tied before. And for the first time here, deep in the third quarter. 49 apiece after a 20-8 quarter from the Americans. Uruguay respond with Ubao. Drive it in, left-hand finish. Gives his team the lead back once again. Hannes has the step, gets it to go. And this could be the lead for America as Hannes gets himself to the line. Rusty Hannes, strong drive, lovely soft touch with the left hand. Rojas is going to pick up the foul. Tough matchup for him as we get a timeout for Uruguay. Tied at 51 here. 3:13 left in this third period, but the US could have their first lead since they got the opening score of the game. Hanna's trying to add the bonus point then from the free throw line. He does, so that is the lead for the US. What a third quarter it's been. To the inside, Uruguay get the score. So Rodriguez made it, as Graham misses the three. Possession back for Uruguay now. Washman knocks his man to the floor. Oh, that's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. If they watch this one, it's just silly. Greg Sword, he got hit on the screen. He just chases Washman down. Yeah, unsportsmanlike foul. Just run him over. It's a 1 point game in the third period. This is not the types of play that you need. If you watch here, see, Sword gets knocked down and watch him just come and just wipe out Washman. So big man goes to the line, makes the first. Misses the second. It'll be a sideline possession for Uruguay. So Davis comes in for Perry. Ubao working the high screen. Nice little fake. And gets the roll as well. Ubao will point to the crowd. He likes it. He's a big guard, isn't he, Ubao? When he's able to get that deep, he's a tough cover. As Moon just puts on those jets once again. Hard man to guard is Xavier Moon in any sort of space. Third foul against the US. Another one against Sword. Look at this. Moon just too quick. The help can't even get there in time. He's so fast. As here comes Ubao. Draws the switch. They go to Washman. Loose pass. Defended well. Sword moves it in. Moon. Oh, he's doing everything, isn't he? Xavier Moon taking over this game right here. That three moves him to 10 points. 3 assists as well. That's created countless other plays for his team. Paradis. Loose pass as Rojas drops it. Hanna's not in a hurry. Uses the screen. Gives it to Moon. This is the hands they wanted in. Moon again beats one and another before he's fouled. Team foul, so he'll shoot 2.
Primera falta personal número 33, Kevin Washman. Quinta colectiva Uruguay.
First is good for Xavier Moon. Nephew of former NBA star Jamario Moon. Did a lot of his basketball in North America. Came up through Morehead State University. Most of his professional career has been in Canada. As a 2-time champion, a 2-time CEBL Finals MVP as well. And a 3-time MVP. So you can see the quality of how he's dominated that league in recent years. His pressure creates a turnover here as well. So Moon again off the screens. Gives it up. Davis going to be called for the travel. Inside the final minute of this third quarter, it's been a great period for the US. Can they end it in the lead is the question. They've doubled up Uruguay 30-15 in this 10 minutes so far. Fittipaldo now. As a foul, he's going to be an offensive one against Washman. He doesn't like the call. It's Washman and Sword again. Let's have a look.
Segunda falta personal número 33, Kirill Washman.
Washman doesn't like it. Moon now has the ball. He's going to go quick, 2 for 1. I mean, he's, again, gets all the way to the rim. Got a good look. He went early enough that they will get another shot with some time. Uruguay looking around. Washman has it on the switch against Moon. Drive from Rodriguez is good. Good finish from him. An opportunity for the Americans, though, here. They will go into the the final quarter leading, that's for sure. Question is by how much? Lead by 1 right now, 11 seconds left. Plenty of time. Referees, I think, are talking it over, the delay of game. So 13 seconds has been put on the clock now. A little bit more time for the US. More than enough for Moon. Here he is. He doesn't even need half that time to get to the basket. So they'll space. They'll use the screen. Moon comes off. Tries to find Graham. Good defense from Uruguay. They're not even going to get a shot away. Poor execution on the final possession for America, but doesn't take away from what has been a superb quarter for them. 30-17 sees them take the lead heading into three-quarter time. It is Uruguay 58, USA 59. Well, what a turnaround from the USA. Started to hit some three-point shots. And really, Xavier Moon is the man that has changed the game for them. And the big thing we talked about, rebounding battle and turnovers, something they cleaned up in that third quarter. Here we see the highlights. You know, that first couple of minutes, so important for the momentum in this game. US just came out with energy. Come out through a punch early against Uruguay, really established themselves defensively, got the scoreboard moving, cut into that lead straight away. And then even when Uruguay responded, gave themselves a little bit of breathing room, just felt like the Americans are always right there from that point forward. Eventually, they managed to get over the hump, took a lead for themselves towards the back end of that third quarter. Said for me, Xavier Moon, the difference maker in that period. Really caused problems for the Uruguayan defense. Just his speed, his ability to break down any defense that was thrown at him. What will Uruguay do to adjust against him? Or can they start to find that rhythm offensively again? Lowest scoring quarter of the game for them. 17 points in that period. Uruguay out onto the floor, waiting their counterparts, the Americans, to come so we can get underway for this final period. What a game this is. Remember, Uruguay battling to stay alive. They will be officially eliminated from contention of qualification to the FIBA Basketball World Cup, with a defeat here today for the Americans. Victory will guarantee their qualification. So both teams with something to play for in this final 10 minutes. 58 plays 59 as Uruguay have the opening possession of this fourth and final period. Fittipaldo comes off the screen, goes to Washman. Washman inside, gets it to finish. Smart play from Uruguay. They drew the switch, they went to Washman. He had the ability to finish this time. As a nice little dump off, easy dunk for Perry. The drive was from Burton, who just laid it on a plate for his big man. Uruguay. A strong drive, Ubao. That's the score. America quickly back though. And will get themselves to the line. I don't like it. Uruguayan bench doesn't like it. Feels Washman straight up. 2 shots to come here. Third foul on Washman. Sword makes number 1. Two for 2 as he heads to the bench. Pemberton back into the game. Rodriguez trying to find some room. Washman has a switch, wants it. Not sure he's going to get it. He does, and then he's fouled. Doesn't give up, does he? Good Washman. Always working to get that position against the switch. Fittipaldo has it. He's in the high screen. Shot clock to 7. Behind his back to Washman. He's going to have to shoot it. A groan from the crowd as it rolls out. Again, Moon so quick up the floor. Finds Perry. He's fouled. 2 shots to come. How do you stop Xavier Perry? Sorry, Xavier Moon. Just terrorizing this defense. Here he is. Beats his man. Draws a second defender. Draws a third defender. And leaves somebody else open for Team USA. This occasion it's Reggie Perry who makes the first free throw. Somebody in early. So Burton says, yes, you did, and he's right. You know, it's a poor breakdown. Rojas just all over the line. But manages to get away with it as Perry misses another one.
Uruguay.
Crowd starting to cheer for Uruguay. As Rodriguez will get himself to the free throw line. Lots of fouls in the early stages of this fourth quarter then.
Segunda falta personal número 9, Langston Galloway. Segunda colectiva en Estados Unidos. Cambio en Uruguay, número 1, Gonzalo Iglesias.
First is good for Joaquim Rodriguez.
Joaquín Rodríguez.
2 for 2. Still no Batista back into the game for Uruguay. Surely they'll be coming soon. See if they can get him in. Then maybe spell him before that final period, that final push. Good defense so far on this possession for Uruguay. They're going to hold for another 11 seconds though. As Moon gets it high. Washman steps out, forces him back. 3 ball from Pemberton, and he's fouled. It's a poor foul. It's the right call. It's an easy one. Ubao frustrated. It's a silly play from the youngster. Showed his inexperience there, really.
Segunda falta personal número 8, Agustín Ubal. Tercera colectiva en Uruguay. Cambio en Estados Unidos, número 14, Jake Huff.
So Huff back in. And Batista immediately returns.
Cambio en Uruguay, número 15, Esteban Batista.
Pemberton is shooting 3 here. He's made the first. Can he add the third? No. Well, so the US have been shooting it well from the free throw line. A couple of empty possessions there. 1 of 2, 1 of 3, 2 of the last 5. Crucial time to be missing now is Fittipaldo using the high screen from Batista. Defense can't switch because Batista will be able to score on the inside, that's for sure. As another foul is called. 3rd against Pemberton, 4th team foul. Won't be shots yet. Anything from now on forward will. It is Rodriguez. Now Ubao, they'll clear, let him go one-on-one. Good footwork from Justin Ubao. He's asking for a goaltend. I don't think he's going to get it. Watch the footwork though. On the drive. Just steps to the inside, beats Pemberton.
Hay cambio en Estados Unidos, número 12, Greg Swan.
So Ubal at the line. First is good.
Agustín Ubal.
2 for 2 for Justin Ubal. Moon, some room, takes the 3, can't get it to go. And Uruguay have the lead again. So, it's out of bounds. Possession for Uruguay. Rodriguez thinks it's called a foul. Wasn't. It's just an inline possession. As Fittipaldo brings it down. Ubao trying to work the 2-man game far side. Illegal screen. Gives it back. Referees earning their paycheck here in this 4th period. Already we're not 3 minutes and 12 seconds in. Both teams in the bonus now. There'll be a lot of free throws to come in this one. We're going to have a timeout called by the USA. They trail by one, 66-65.
Fuerte el aplauso para la escuela de baile Flow School. Gracias a los chicos y a las chicas. Pueden verlos en Instagram, @Flow School. Por supuesto, oficiados por Porto Seguros. El valor de sentirse protegidos.
See both teams, 4 team fouls each. It's the little yellow and red dots underneath the scores. So any more fouls from either team will be free throws from here on out. Means they're going to have to play clean defensively. That possession is not. So foul is against Batista. 2 shots to come. And Deontay Burton will be at the line. Yeah, Batista's, the body's fine, but the arm isn't straight. It's out in front of him. And therefore, any contact, easy call for the official. And for the US, they've got to start making these free throws. Burton misses another one. Hard to win a close game if you don't take these easy points. Oh, misses them both. Well, maybe fouling is the way forward for Uruguay. What's that? 2 of the last 7 for the Americans. Fittipaldo has some room. Gives it to Batista. Batista, 5 on the clock, has to go quickly. Bullies his way to his left hand, but can't finish over Jay Huff. Nice drive and finish from Galloway. A little scoop with the right hand. Gives the US the lead back again. Fittipaldo off a screen. There's Paddy. He's been quiet since the first quarter. There's Paddy. That one comes up short. Got a good look at a 3. As Galloway has it, goes, gets to the rim again, and lays it up once more. Timeout. Langston Galloway, back-to-back scores to give the US a little bit of breathing room here. Have the advantage, 69-66. There's the scoop from Galloway. And then followed it up with the easy score. Fittipaldo didn't want to send him to the line. And he's given the US this 3-point advantage here. What will be the response from Uruguay out of this timeout? Paradis has the ball then. Goes to Iglesias, who nearly loses it. Back to Paradis. Now Batista. Oh, it's a well-run play. Fittipaldi got a great look at it. Couldn't make it, though. Burton. So Moon the extra pass. Galloway. Well, Galloway has scored, and he's going to be fouled as well. 7 in a row for Langston Galloway. 17 points for him now. High fives all round. That's a poor foul. Didn't get close enough to challenge the shot and then just run through Galloway. I'll put him on the line for a chance to add another one. Largest lead of the game for the US. So, as we hit midway through this fourth and final period, US have opened up a sizable 7-point lead here. Had nothing like that up until this point. Batista will draw the foul on Huff. Needs to make the 2 from the stripe. This team trailing. Time starting to run out on them. Batista makes the first. Can't hit the second. Easy grab for Huff on the boards. That's more using these screens for Moon to try and get downhill. Gives it to Burton. Now back to Moon. Here he goes. Moon finds Huff. But he has it taken away. Uruguay looking to run. Paradis. Oh, tries the fancy pass. It's deflected. And bounces kindly off the backboard for USA. Now Galloway says, let's get into something organised here. Calls out Huff for the screen. Galloway takes it, makes it. Oh, Langston Galloway, 10 in a row now for him. Nearly back it up with a steal. And it's starting to get away from Uruguay. They don't deserve this, trailing by 9 now. Oh, a turnover. No. Collected by Iglesias, but he's going to call for the travel. So possession back to the USA. Under 4 minutes left. Here, the American offense started to find its rhythm. See the turnovers there. 11 for the US, not one of those in the second. So we see the takeover by Langston Galloway here. 10 in a row for him. Couple of threes, couple of layups. All that's been needed. As Galloway's put in a very good performance here.
Vamos todos esta defensa.
So, the turnover. Burton gives it back out to Moon. Now they can run some time, knowing Moon will be able to create a good shot, which he does. Shorts 3. Misses badly. Didn't even hit the ring. So it's a shot clock violation. Well, they struggled defensively, but they got what they wanted. Did Uruguay, which was the stop. They got possession back. About using the high screen. Fouled. So he'll be at the line for 2. Another good outcome for Uruguay. As about is okay. Gets himself to the line. So it's the way to get yourself back in to contention when you're trailing from the free throw line. You can score. No time comes off the clock. Also get a chance to set your defense after free throws as well. So here they come. See if they can get a steal. Something to change the rhythm of this game. Moon gets it back, and now the Americans can hold if they want. They don't, because they're going to get an easy score. Well, decision from them to attack early. It worked this time because they got the score. Three, way high. Nearly went off the glass, but bounces into an American hand. You've got to give credit to the Americans, the way they've cleaned up defensive, the rebounding, the turnovers. The offense, we always felt like it was going to come, but those adjustments alone have been a difference maker in this one. The reverse is good for Uruguay. Only 2 minutes remain in this one. Uruguay still trailing by 9. Timeout is called. You can see Galloway and Moon, their ability to take over this game when needed in the second half for their team has been the difference, in my opinion. There's Moon with the ball. Again, just walks past that first defender and just too quick for any of the bigs from Uruguay to keep in front. Rebounds finished the other way. As he tries to keep this game alive. There's still plenty of time. There's still a chance. Uruguay going to have to figure out a way to slow down Xavier Moon's penetration, to try and slow down Langston Galloway. Galloway has it. He's in no hurry. He can use some clock here. Now he'll look to attack. Draws the double. Finds the short roll. It goes to Moon. He hesitated, but it doesn't matter. Xavier Moon silences the crowd here. Nobody says a word. Opens up a 12-point gap. A miss. USA looking to put on a stranglehold here now in this game. 90 seconds remains. Get it to Moon. Moon beats 2. Now the baseline drive. Foul is going to be called. There'll be 2 shots to come for Burton.
Cuarta falta personal, número 10, Emiliano Cerres. Ya en Colectivos Uruguay.
So Burton trying to get some freebies practice in. First one. Our second one goes. A 15-point game now. Fittipaldo kicks it. Doesn't go. Good work on the glass for Iglesias. Oh, Rodriguez. Uruguay trying to chase. They're chasing shadows with Moon having the ball in his hands. Moon evades 2 defenders yet again. Gives it up, and now the Americans can move it into space. Find somebody is open. Moon kicks it. 3 is up. Doesn't go. And play continues inside the final 40 seconds. Ubao attacks the glass again. Reverse doesn't quite drop. He's going to be at the line. They'd love a 3-point play there, though. One final chance, perhaps.
Cambio en Uruguay, número 42, Martín Rojas.
Martín Rojas coming back. As Fittipaldo goes to the bench, I think Uruguay starting to realise their hopes of qualification may be coming to an end now. Two for 2. Yes, in no hurry. Just want to get it over. Moon out. A hold. Try and use as much of this shot clock as possible. It's into the lane. A fitting end, really, for USA. Xavier Moon off the screen, easy as you like, right down the middle. No one can match his quickness and keep him in front. Uruguay searching for one final score. Rodriguez can't get it. The putback is good. Ceres. And that will do here. So the dreams of Uruguay are over. There is no qualification for them, but the US have confirmed their place. Smiles all round as they take victory here on the back of a strong second half performance. It's Uruguay 77, US 88. An entertaining game, wasn't it? Uruguay did everything they could in that first half, just couldn't maintain it through the second 20 minutes. And for the USA, job done now for them. They have successfully secured their qualification into the FIBA Basketball World Cup thanks to victory here tonight. Langston Galloway, another strong game for him in a USA jersey. He has been a key player in the qualification for the USA into the FIBA Basketball World Cup as Langston Galloway. He averaged 15 a game coming into this one. He very much eclipsed that here tonight, having a 10-0 run on his own at one stage. So we see the numbers, just clinical. USA 74% for two, nearly 40% for three. The free throws were a problem for them for a while, but they recovered. Still decimated on the glass, which was a surprise. But look at the assist numbers for them. Shared the ball well. Led by Galloway's 21, Moon 17, Bertin 11. Ubal, Filippo, and Rodriguez led the way in the end for Uruguay.
Gracias, que tengan buenas noches y buen retorno a sus hogares.
Here we see some of the plays of the second half, but it was really all about the US. They started the second half brightly. They did not allow Uruguay a chance to gain any momentum coming out of the halftime break, really. They were aggressive defensively. They got the ball into the hands of those they wanted to make plays or shots. That was really the difference in this one. The cards for the USA started to get going in that second half. And despite the best efforts, Uruguay just didn't quite have enough. There is Xavier Moon scoring 2 of his points in a very strong second half performance. Oshman come in, tried his hardest, scoring against switches, generally becoming a nuisance. It wasn't to be. Here is Galloway scoring the second layup for him as part of his 10-0 run. And then Jay Huff fired up. Good ball movement leading to the open jumper. You can see the confidence in this American team growing as they start to play together. So there is the drive from Moon once again. Something we saw repeatedly in their second half. Ubal tried his hardest out of the way, but it wasn't to be for Uruguay here, as they have been eliminated from contention to qualifying for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Here is Group F standings then. The US pick up their 9th win. They confirm top spot in the group. Have qualified forward. Mexico, Brazil, still with work to do, alongside Puerto Rico to see who else will qualify out of this one as we head to that final game. Here we see USA have become the 2nd team from the Americas. 2 of the 7 teams have now qualified. We can see that, and they've been added to the road to the World Cup. Congratulations to them. Commiserations to Uruguay, who have been officially eliminated after this one tonight.